What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and I'm back with another Gemstone Legends video, and in this one, we have some brand new heroes with a boosted chance at summoning them, so let's try and get them. But first, if you haven't downloaded Gemstone Legends yet, you're in luck, because in the description of this video, there's a link along with the code #lion_2021 which you can use to get this free epic hero, Elidor, and a bunch of other free stuff like gold, gems, and scrolls. And not only that, but once you start the game, you're going to be able to do beginner events where you get another free epic hero, Soliana, and a platinum scroll, which is another free epic or legendary hero, and a bunch of legendary equipment. This is just a great way to start off in Gemstone Legends. And you just want to make sure to use the code within the first 3 hours of downloading the game and after completing the tutorial to get this stuff. And now for today's content. Alright, so I'm not going to go through all these heroes in detail right now, but what I will say is that the epic heroes all look really good to me. They're all healers. So I could go through and break them down. I'm not going to do that right now because this is a summoning video. But what I will say is that I am particularly interested in this one, Lenora, who restores 30% of target's max HP to an ally, grants invincible, which is the key thing here, to an ally for 2 turns. What that means is that whoever has invincible, their HP can't go below 1 for those 2 turns, and grants recovery to an ally for 2 turns twice. So basically, if that hero was going to die, they don't. They stay alive with 1 HP, and now they're healing, which is just really, really cool. And then, of course, the secondary passive, Satisfaction of Helping, 25% chance to gain recovery for 2 turns twice and invincible for 2 turns when she is attacked with critical damage limited to once per turn. 15% less damage received if affected by the recovery status. So she does protect herself a bit, but I think what's so cool about this particular hero, and actually what makes a number of these epic heroes who are healers good, is that Lenora is targeting 1 hero and a lot of the others are 2. Now, if you've been playing this game for a while, you know that the AI tends to target and pick on one of your heroes, right? So when you're up against the raid boss or a really tough defense, they tend to be just like picking on one of your heroes. So you really don't need, too often anyway in this game, a healer that's going to heal everybody on the team. What you really need is this targeted healing like this. But not only that, Lenora is going to keep that hero from dying. So, for example, when you're up against that yellow raid boss who just basically one-shots any of your heroes, what's going to happen here is Lenora is going to heal them and keep them alive, right? So when that yellow raid boss goes to kill them, instead they stay alive, and now the raid boss, it's kind of using that mechanic against it, where if the raid boss is now going to pick on one of your heroes, Lenora is just going to keep it alive, and then your team stays alive, and ultimately that's how you're going to deal the damage. So I'm really liking this one. I think it's really cool. I also think it's a really strategic hero because the invincible only lasts for 2 turns, so you've really got to time it well. All right, let's take a look at this 5-star hero as well, Zuhara. Like I said, not going to go through in great detail on these, but just, you know, kind of point out the main things, what I'm summoning for here. She is an accuracy leader in the rifts, so you don't see the rift leader ability all that often, but 50% is quite a bit. So if you have a lot of heroes with statuses, that's an important one to have here as a leader. Stand of the Sun is the special, deals damage to a single enemy, 240% attack, which is really good. 100% chance to inflict mana choke on a single enemy for 3 turns, and 100% chance to inflict color blindness on a single enemy for 3 turns. So this is going to be good whenever you are facing like the raid boss or you know, just a really powerful hero on the opposing side. Solar Heat is the passive, 50% chance to inflict burn on a single enemy for 2 turns, up to 4 times if she critically hits an enemy with her special ability, immune to burn. So it looks to me like you're going to want to put some of the crit increase percent chance on this hero as far as like equipment goes, because you want to get that Solar Heat ability to go off. Is just going to make her that much better. So you're going to be looking for a crit percent increase for her. Okay, well, let's get to it then. I've got a number of scrolls to go with here, and with the changes in the game here, they're not going to go to the inbox anymore, so there may be a point at which I run out of roster slots, and I have to like pause to move them into storage and then keep going. So we'll look out for that. Oh, we got an epic. And it's Ash. I don't have Ash yet. Deals damage to a single enemy, 231% of attack, 50% chance to inflict stun on a single enemy for 3 turns. That's always a really good one, especially against raid bosses. 50% chance to inflict silence on a single enemy for 3 turns. So this is a really, really good hero against the raid boss in particular. 35% chance to use her special ability on the next acting enemy at the start of her turn. All right. Well, this is cool. I'm excited to have this one. By the way, doing summons like this is a great way to get these 3-star heroes you need for fusions, because we have a new legendary fusion hero as well. So make sure that you're saving the extras you get for that fusion. My cat Basil is playing the piano. Good job, Basil the cat. Oh, here we go. Petro, all right. Well, you know what? I've played this game for a while now, and I got my first Petro in my last summons video, and hadn't had him before, but now I have 2 of him. He's a really, really good one. I will go ahead and take a look again just so you know what he does. Deals damage to a single enemy, 330% of attack. That's just humongous. And ignores 20% of defense, which is just a really, really good ability in this game, especially with that huge attack. And then the passive is recovers HP equal to 20% of damage dealt if affected by 3 or more positive statuses, and immune to heal block. Awesome. Yeah, my cat Basil enjoys playing the piano, so that's what he was doing in the background. I don't know if you could hear that, but it was very, very, I guess he's a talented cat. I don't know. I can hear him upstairs now meowing like, hey, are you proud of me? That was beautiful music, wasn't it? Here we go. Another epic, Yaba. And this is also a really good one, especially against like the blue raid boss. So speed leader among green allies. Their speed is increased by 21 if he's the leader. Deals damage to all enemies, 149% attack, 100% chance to inflict vulnerability on all enemies for 2 turns. And that's what really makes him really good, because that vulnerabilities means that your other specials that deal damage are going to do that much more damage. And the passive ability is 20% chance to use a special ability twice, immune to decreased speed. All right, Vanessa. I've gotten her before. I'm actually not going to go through her because she's not that good. So we're just going to skip that one. I'll go ahead and talk about the heroes that I think are really interesting. And although I'm skipping past a lot of the rare heroes, that's because I have a lot of them now. Like Prodan is really, really good. You can ascend them up to 6 stars if you want to as well. And there are definitely really, really good ones. It's just a lot easier to get them, so I'm just skipping over them. Like Alton, I have ascended to 5 stars. He's really good. Scarlet. Okay, I have plenty of her as well. She's also not that great, but she deals a good bit of damage and adds burn on top of it, or I'm sorry, bleeding on top of it, which is kind of cool. But there's better heroes. Daphne. Now, Daphne is kind of cool. Defense leader in the guild. Increases the defense of all allies in guild-related battles by 32%. And then the special is grants taunt to an ally with the highest defense for 4 turns. Grants reflect to an ally with the highest defense for 4 turns. And then passive ability here, caring nature, is grants soul link for 3 turns to herself and an ally if the ally has less than 30% HP when she uses her special ability. 25% chance to gain recovery for 3 turns every time she is attacked. Just kind of a unique hero here. Ooh. Oh man, we just got a legendary Leopold. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. Increase the HP of all allies in the arena by 44%. So that's if you make him the leader. So he's an HP leader. The special is sacrifices 50% of current HP to resurrect an ally with 50% of HP. That's really interesting. So he's a resurrecting hero. And Protect the Weak is the passive, 100% to grant increased defense, reflect, and immunity to an ally with the lowest HP for 3 turns at the start of his turn, if he is below 60% HP. Defense increased by 25% while at 100% mana. Resistance increased by 50% while at 100% mana. So this is a very defensive type of hero. It's going to be a little bit slower going. He's best when your heroes are actually dying. Not one of my favorite mechanics, actually, in this game. Or really any game where you're depending on dying to do most of your work. But sometimes it works out. So if you have thoughts on this hero, let me know in the comments what you think about him. Because I don't have a whole lot of experience fighting against him or with him. Of course, this is the first time I've gotten him. So let me know what you think. And Tala has a special Unbearable Stench, deals damage to all enemies, 177% of attack, 100% chance to inflict decreased attack on all enemies for 2 turns, and 100% chance to inflict bleed on all enemies for 2 turns. I think I like the bleed there the most, but that will help your team stay alive if they all have decreased attack. Resistance is increased by 7% for each living ally immune to silence. All right. All right, so here we go. This is one of the changes to the game. My roster's full, so I'm going to have to bump some heroes into storage here. So basically, in storage, I just... this looks like the heroes that I have in storage at the moment. And then I can just like kind of go in here and pop as many as I want to into storage. Let's do that. And then I think that probably will be enough to finish my summons here. right, 3 left of the gold scrolls. And 1. Oh, it's rare. Sheila. All right. So now we have a couple platinum scrolls here. So these are guaranteed epic or legendary. Let's see what I can pull. I got really lucky on my last platinum. Elrina. I've been getting a lot from this family recently. Increases the resistance of all allies by 30% in all game modes. So the special ability is deals damage to all enemies, 167% of defense. I like these a lot because when you increase the defense of this hero, it's going to stay alive longer, but then it also deals a lot of damage. 100% chance to inflict decreased critical chance on all enemies for 2 turns, and 100% chance to inflict decreased critical damage on all enemies for 2 turns. Then the passive is recovers 15 mana for every enemy killed, immune to silence. And we got one more. Here we go. Cross your fingers. It's an epic. Lenora! Oh my gosh, are you kidding? This is the one I was talking about that I wanted. Oh my gosh. Yes. All right. This is so cool. Restoring 30% of target's max HP to an ally, and then granting that invincible for 2 turns. Man, this is going to be a fun hero. I'm going to get on leveling her up as soon as I possibly can. I'm so excited about this. Oh my gosh, guys, I can't believe that. In my last summons video, on the very last one, I got the hero I wanted, and the same thing on this one too. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, let me know in the comments what you got when you did your summons. I'm really curious. I also want to know which of the healers you think is best, because this is my favorite on basically just on the ones that I looked at and my initial impressions. But based on your experience and your gameplay, first of all, I think all the healers are actually pretty good. But let me know which ones you think are good, if you've been able to get any and test them out and try them. And you know, of course, I want to know how they're doing as well. So let us all know in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when I drop more videos or go live. And I will catch you in the next one.